Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Army Black Knights, taking on a team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Black Knights will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Missouri's offense will get the first possession of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Missouri wants to go fast. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Army Black Knights offense has its first opportunity of the day. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He wants to throw. Finds his target down the middle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Missouri! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Wells. And the running back made the catch. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Trying play action. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He'll call for the fair catch here. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Wants to fire on second down. He finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Third down play from the gun. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. Makes one man miss. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Back to pass, it's Wells. Setting up the screen. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Black Knights!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Navy. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On second down, he'll let it fly. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The hand to the running back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass, it's Wells. He's got him in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Trying to get to him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fighting off the defender. Just flicking away defenders. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Missouri will kick it off to open this 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. They'll try the counter.
I I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Back to throw, it's Beebe. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Got room on the return. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch called for and made. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. To the air on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He makes the grab. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Beebe. They're bringing heat. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's second and 10 from the 36. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Flips it out in the flat. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All knotted up in just a little bit of time left in regulation. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Back to throw, it's Wells. Quickly complete. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll throw it on first down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Now they need to pick up just a few more yards here to get within the kicker's range, David.
No.
Looking deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here comes the field goal unit. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.